Hi, I'm Scott Jones with the SAP Startup Focus Program for SAP HANA, and I'd like to welcome you to the Development Accelerator. In today's talk, I'm going to explain how you move through the Startup Focus Program, the function of a HANA solution proposal, how you can submit your proposal, and then I'll explain how you can get started with SAP in this program. Let's start with moving through the Startup Focus Program. How does the Startup Focus Program work? Well, we invite you to attend a forum where we introduce the program, describe its benefits, describe what you can receive and what support you'll get from SAP end-to-end as you bring a product to market on SAP HANA. And we'll invite you to submit a HANA solution proposal. A HANA solution proposal simply tells us what you'd like to build. And when you see your proposal, we know how best to help you. We'll help you develop a proof of concept. You can test things out, kick the tires for free. You'll get free development licenses, support, training, consulting opportunities. We're going to be there for you as you develop your proof of concept and as you develop a productive solution on SAP HANA. And then we will help you bring it to market. We'll work with you on commercialization, on a go-to-market strategy. We'll introduce you to customers at SAP hosted and sponsored events, and so on. To date, we've had very good participation from startups worldwide. We're active in Europe, in the Middle East, in Australia, in Asia, all across North America and South America, and we've had terrific success finding innovative, smart companies looking for an innovative, smart platform on which to build their products. We have over 550 startups in the program. 30 have brought, this is for a program less than a year old, brought 30 production-ready solutions through to market, and they're selling, they're receiving support from SAP to help sell. We're in lots of different industries, lots of different lines of business. It's exciting what's going on HANA in the startup community, in startup communities worldwide. So, how do we get started? We get started with HANA solution proposals. A HANA solution proposal tells us what you want to build. The startups that are using SAP HANA span, as I said before, enterprise or consumer markets. They're in all industries, across lots of different lines of business. They're doing social media integration. They're doing machine-to-machine communication, or they're everywhere big data is. So what commonalities do we see across all of those different diverse startup company solutions? Well, most are leveraging HANA to do one of four things, or a combination of the four things on the right-hand side of this slide. This is what HANA is especially good at. SAP HANA is especially good at managing real-time, granular data for powerful analytics, doing simulations or recognizing patterns. All right, so that is its principal strength, and it does it at a terrific speed. So data-intensive applications, we see a 1,000-fold or even 10,000-fold improvement in performance. And what does that enable? What does that speed enable? Well, moving down the bullet list here, when I have that kind of access to do analytics on very large data sets, I can execute adaptive and iterative sense and response cycles over that data. I can look for things that need my attention, and I can direct my attention to that issue within the time required to solve it, or to head off a problem, or to make something work that otherwise would not be successful. So we're analyzing the data and responding in real time. We're also, and now how are we responding? We may be responding with a highly personalized or targeted action based on the analytic result. So digital marketing might be sending a very specific advertisement to that particular customer in that context. We also are looking at providing granular applications where we have very granular data. So, all of my operational data that I can aggregate in real time, right? That's one thing. But I also may have to push that information to thousands, even tens of thousands of clients essentially concurrently. We're talking about mobile or networked applications. So granular applications available on any kind of device. These are things that SAP HANA is especially good at. Managing real-time data, granular data in very large quantity, doing adaptive and iterative sense and response cycles over that data, and using what it learns there to respond in very personalized and targeted ways to one or thousands of connected devices. So how can you get started with the SAP Startup Focus program? Well, we need you to tell us what you want to build. It's a very simple description. We need you to pass in what business problem you want to address, how you propose to address it, what benefits will make your solution sellable, and let us know how you think HANA will help. Passing in your proposal is how you register that you want to engage with SAP, and it also helps us understand how best to help you. A HANA solution proposal is a simple statement of what you'd like to do. It is not a design spec. It is not wireframes. It is not a data model. It shouldn't take you long to produce it. It's a single page. It's simply a statement of what you'd like to try. And it's not a binding contract. You can revise and replace it later. It's just for us to know best how to help you. It also signals that you're interested in going forward in the program. So it is a requirement for entering this phase of the program. Tell us what you'd like to build, and we'll help you. So how do you submit your proposal? Well, I'm going to tell you how in the context of introducing you to a lot of the resources available to you as a HANA developer. The first resource I want you to know about is the Startup Focus e-learning portal. You know, there are lots and lots of resources out there for SAP HANA developers. To the extent that sometimes it's nice to have a path through the forest that doesn't examine every single tree. And that's what the Startup Focus e-learning portal provides. A fast on-ramp to startup companies who don't have a lot of time to spend combing through vast libraries of content. So it's at training.startups.saphana.com, and I'll give you a little demo here. So, welcome to the Startup Focus e-learning portal. I just want to show you what's here and how you can navigate about in it. We're on the home page. It's training.startups.saphana.com. You can see that we have the webinar list at the top. There's navigation. But I'm going to just slide down a little bit in the screen, and you can see that the first three pieces, getting started, submitting your HANA solution proposal, and introduction to HANA, these are things you might be interested in right away, but you know, this is also how you can submit your HANA solution proposal. If I click through here, you'll see that it's simple interface where I can learn a little bit about what a proposal is, and then see some examples of successful solution proposals from startup companies that have come into the program. And then you can click through to the to the form used to upload a solution proposal. And that just is a very simple form. Let's see here. Come back here and just, there we are. Very simple form that you use to describe what it is you'd like to build on SAP HANA. Now, so far we've been operating as guest. Once we get a solution proposal from you, we'll send you a login that you will then be able to use to log into the rest of the site. And there you'll get access to all of the materials here. For example, working with data or data modeling. And there are resources, there are videos, there are labs. So I'll encourage you to have a look at the lab exercises that will take you through how to build content on build applications on SAP HANA. So, how should you use the Startup Focus e-learning portal? Well, best thing you can do for yourself is do the labs. You learn by putting your hands on this stuff. You learn by doing what needs doing. There's a lot of content in there, so do the labs, and then just familiarize yourself with the rest. Learn what's there that you can use. The next resource that I want you to be aware of is the HANA Developer Community. This is a terrific resource that provides a community in addition to content. So visit it at scn.sap.com/community/developercenter-HANA. But there you can ask questions and get answers in forums. You can read and respond to blogs. You can join the community of people doing work on SAP HANA. How should you use this resource? Well, join the HANA Developer Community. It's a simple registration, but by registering you'll be able to post content as well as consume content, meaning you'll be able to ask questions, you'll be able to respond and communicate with bloggers. You know, and also it'll enable you to subscribe to social media channels, so you can get RSS feeds of breaking news, or you can watch particular threads in forums and so on. So it's definitely worth doing. The SAP HANA Academy contains hundreds, I think it's now over 300 short how-to videos on how to develop on SAP HANA. It is a terrific resource, and it will enable you to go deep on topics that we don't go deep on in the Startup Focus e-learning portal. So there's the URL.